walk out the door,
Rip.
you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you're doing, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I actually feel like that never happens.
Oh, it finally happened. And on the roll, and on the inspiration roll, nonetheless. Let me. No, not that.
Oh, the shivers rolling an 11 thing.
What the
Bam.
hell?
My computer's freaking out.
What the fuck? The hell? There's a double tombstone. You want me to ignore that or something? What do you want me to do with that information?
Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll. That'll be a good segue to start with once everything else is done. We need Mr. Phillium to.
I'm trying.
Activate the device.
I'm trying.
Oh shit! Does this count? Wait, does this count?
I think
should
it counts.
count. This
This
is
counts.
bad. This is
Add
a
to the
bad
counter.
one. My
Alright.
foundry is frozen at the moment.
We're at 12.
Oh, it just rolled.
Is it? We gotta go. Is it 12 down to 1?
Yeah, once it hits 0, he has to
Man,
get
you
a
give
new
him so
computer.
many more chances than I would.
He rolled a d20. It was. I let the
It
dice
could've been
decide.
1.
It could have been a 1, and then he actually went a good while without computer issues. Before it was like a couple per session. Hey. I've been watching your rolls like a hawk, Mr. Shivers. I just want you to know that.
Was it only if it's an 11 on the d20 or like any 11? Like on a 12 or something?
What, has he been rolling a lot of 11s?
That's
No.
that's his first one since that's his first 11 roll since fighting the Paper Man.
Jeez.
But yeah, I guess I should count it on D12s if he rolls them.
Wait.
Why 11?
I think
He's got an 11 engraved in his chest.
Yeah, I think wasn't it like you're the 11th creation of?
Yeah,
of
he's the 11th.
creator or something.
Yeah, he's a homunculus.
No, he's the 8th.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm
What's
the
the 11th from?
No, he's
The
a
Paper
hug
Man.
homunculus.
The
Yeah.
Paper
Oh, the
Man
Paper Man
engraved
put it on
11 on his chest.
he burned me because I was being a bitch.
We need to. Not the only
That
one
has
burned
that
you.
has just been sitting there invisible for like months.
We gotta. Man.
All right. Oh, it's
No.
always good when it's a Tundra one. You didn't do it last time, right? I should check.
I probably did, obviously.
Mhm.
I think it was Shivers last time.
I never do recaps.
Oh
was
my god,
Marcus.
I'm gonna actually have to read your recap for once. I fucking don't remember anything that
It
happened.
was Marcus. Well, last week's was pretty easy, I feel like.
I traded doing recaps with Rolling High.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember where that is.
Morsa week 2.
Morsa week 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So-
didn't we just travel? It was just a lot of travel, right?
You did a little bit before you traveled.
I could have sworn
Yeah.
we were on week 3.
Sure.
Yeah, we got the inn
You wish.
traded correctly, right?
Yep.
And then we are like getting pulled by Bali in various ways, and then we stopped. I think we stayed the night somewhere, and then I don't. Oh yeah, rhinos. That's what the fuck it was.
There was a
Oh,
full
that's
moon.
right. You had to fucking shape your water piss. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, why do you
Oh
think
my
it's called
God.
Hog?
That was hilarious.
Yeah, and then you rolled a 1 on dick size. I remember that part.
That was the funniest shit ever.
And then we started playing dice and blew it up. I don't remember that part.
Oh, you don't remember the part where you fucking almost killed some of us? And
Some things I try to block out.
yeah. I roll
I
it.
think
I roll it
Gerald
again.
like barely survived.
I roll it again.
Yeah, it was just like a lot of travel. What the fuck happened at the end of it? I don't even remember. I really don't remember.
We damaged the fucking train.
I remember that happened, but why the fuck was it?
You were rolling the dodecahedron of doom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just kept doing it. Good times. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, dude. Poor cart.
All right. So let's see. Yeah, the carts got a little fucked.
Dude, Gerald survived with 1 health from that
Yeah.
man from full.
I'm just imagining at a low level, like surviving everything, and then you get killed to dice. So I think
you were saying Danny, it should have been Danny's dice. And then you said they would have been better.
if it was Danny's dice, they would have to be custom made.
I wonder how
I would have had to
Janice
do that myself.
I wonder how Janice reacted to all of the Danny items and Danny himself and his visions.
Danny is Janice.
Quit it. Don't make us kill another one of your beloved creations.
Too soon.
Oh, you think you can kill Danny? That's cute.
I mean, we haven't seen it since the whole Janice thing, so.
Danny
True.
doesn't die.
Danny doesn't die.
Danny doesn't die.
Danny deals death.
Danny Death Dealer.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I think we'll go back kind of from the point of view of Shivers, where all of you have been knocked back. Was this huge explosion as you see Tundra's kind of excitedly rolling this dice that lit up, or it turned off the lights, then it turned on the lights, then it became a little bit holy for a second. You know, all these kind of little more than mundane things, like just slightly magical things. And then there was a big ka-chunk and the gears kind of clashed. And you were all knocked over. As Shivers, you kind of come to, there's this kind of like tinnitus ringing, like just the sound bouncing around in your head as you're kind of getting up off the ground, and as you kind of hear like other people going, oh, you probably, Gerald, give me a pain sound.
Dude.
And you hear the cart going, as you see kind of looking down at the snow, dripping from your chest is like this ink. As it drips from the kind of large, like, branding that you've been given. This large 11 that sits in your suit. As you just... It just gives you this awful feeling, just with all the pain of this explosion, and then just seeing this, it just gives you a bad feeling as you kind of recover. The lot of you are kind of getting up in your various states. Gerald, very unwell,
Since I
trying to get himself up with his one living arm.
Yeah, since I survived with 1 health, can I just choose to go unconscious for a bit? Like, it's too much effort to try and recover. I just want to, like when you have a bad fall, you just want to lay there for a bit.
Yeah, so you probably
Yeah.
as the train, it like kind of it's kind of fallen on the backside. It's kind of hit the ground. It's, oh, Captain, I can't feel me wheels.
Oh, Steeder paralyzed it.
Oh, what was that? It like tried to get out of the way, but it was still struck.
I guess we shouldn't have played with it. I'm sorry.
I'm feeling not great, but I'll look around to make sure everyone's alive at least, and look at the damage on the train.
Yeah. How's the think tank feeling?
Probably pretty rough, I would imagine.
I'm getting texted from my work. If you're waiting on me, give me one moment.
How much did we take?
Getting texted by the paper man.
43 damage, give or take.
Halved if you passed.
Yeah, Tundra right there. 43.
It looks like
Tundra rolled.
you passed, the train passed.
At least the train passed.
I think it was it?
Did I pass?
You have the item. What was the DC?
I did not pass.
Let's see.
I did not.
I didn't pass.
Let me check.
You almost passed though. Passed to the beyond. Yeah.
Almost, yep.
Oh, I definitely didn't pass.
DC Dex
43?
Yeah, so is a pretty big hit. Kind of all these like little sprockets and gears flew out you in this like this concussive wave of force. That kind of directly around it, there's this like small crater now.
I'm at 9.
Yeah.
Oh. Was that? I was probably pretty close, right? So I'm probably blown the fuck away.
Yeah, I mean the blast definitely like knocked everyone like away from this central area. This kind of like smoke.
What was that?
The dust kind of clears, and you see Shivers standing there, stoically still, and ink is just pouring out of these two gaping 11s carved in his chest, and he looks even more ominous than normal, unspeaking. You said, "I feel bad," right? Like that was what you said?
Yeah, you just have this. It's more of not like. I guess I'd say you feel like spiritually bad. Like something down to your very being is wrong.
Is the ink ever flowing, or has it stopped?
No, it flows for like a moment, and then it's just kind of like what was there is just kind of dripping out now.
Okay, understood. Okay, I don't need to like run away and panic. I'm just gonna approach very slowly. I don't mean to be alarming, but something be very, very wrong.
What's going on with Shivers' chest, y'all?
Is that blood? black.
This is that cursed item's fault, man.
Well, I said we only rolled it a couple times, not like 7.
They rolled it like a lot.
I don't know what caused it, for certain. I just know I be feeling like everything is twisting and turning and knotting up and coming for us all.
Does it look like it's getting worse or
No, it kind of.
consistent?
No, it's kind of ended. I mean, the brand has been there for a while,
Yeah.
but it just kind of like had this like after the explosion, there was kind of this like small like gush of it, and then it just kind of stopped, and now it's just kind of like what was there is kind of just dripping out slowly.
Does it look clotted like it is blood?
No,
It's just dried ink. Interesting.
it's ink. I mean, anyone who's been around like a Quillen, like what was the things called? The little Quillen ink pot. Like, you know what it smells like.
Gerald, you come check this out. No, get over it.
Yeah, if he's
Why? It's a forbidden item.
Oh shit.
I'm
Is he on
gonna,
the ground or?
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes doing this.
What a beast.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of. I imagine while everyone's talking, Marcus, you're kind of like as you check over the damages, you prepare this spell.
Okay, good. I hope you guys are not rolling it anymore.
And yeah, you can roll the dice.
I
Yeah.
don't think we can roll it anymore.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna. Is the ink still wet?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna like swipe some of it with my finger. Like smell it. Does it smell like just ink or anything else, or?
if you want, you can roll me a perception.
Everyone gets 11.
Nice.
Fitting.
Tree.
Don't you get advantage on smell or something? I just want to make sure you have. I just want to make sure you have your abilities.
I
Trunk.
think that's just if I'm certain animals.
Keen smell. Yeah.
Oh yeah, advantage on wisdom perception. See, I didn't even know I had that. Dope.
The DC 21 concentration just popped up.
Yeah, because it
Oh.
thought that I took the damage from the explosion.
oh wow.
You. Let me look something up.
Girl's gonna like awkwardly get up with his one arm. I thought this was supposed to be peaceful.
I thought it was.
I think
too.
this is
Oh,
like
yeah.
a smell that is like normally very, very hard to distinguish. but you got a 27.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good roll. It's not blood or anything mixed in, but it's not much better. There's kind of like this very, very subtle smell. And I say it's very, very subtle smell because you or I most likely wouldn't really be able to smell it. It's like bone.
Shivers. Is that blood? Do you have blood? Are you growing back?
It's like this crushed, just almost like there's like some very slight bone mixed in.
It's ink for sure, but it smells like something else in there. Smells like bones.
You familiar with the smell of bones?
Oh,
Bone ink.
I grew up in a necromantic circus, so
Very true.
The necromantic part's new to me. Whole time I thought it was a playful circus.
dude, he was in prison.
He was
I mean-
scarred mentally.
Yeah, playful.
Morgoth's
Humans, right?
funland of happy fun times where nothing bad happens.
Morgoth's Wonderland.
Dude, he over here looking at Alcatraz, be like, look how playful that place looks.
Had a lot of fun in there.
why is there a roller coaster if it's bad? I don't
Yeah.
It's called fun time.
I'm gonna write Shivers with in ink on his body.
Yeah,
Because
you
I don't know what to do with the ink, so
I
yeah
see,
you,
just
you
wiping
get rid of
off.
it by you write Shivers on Shivers.
yes.
Shiver me shivers.
Does he spell it right?
I mean,
Um,
I do only have 12 intelligence.
That's above average. No, I think for this you can roll like a sleight of hand. We'll see how good your penmanship is.
Oh boy.
Very important roll.
It's gonna be like bold and italics.
Wow.
No, it's
I
like
did roll an 11 though. So
Yeah. That's the third 11 that's popped up this session. They've all been waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
hey, it's good that you're not branded. All I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's kind of fitting. You Shivers, he writes your name in this ink, and given the way you're feeling, given the way this ink has just leaked out of your body, given the way that Bali is writing on you with that ink that doesn't make you feel good. He writes all right. He has a little bit above average penmanship, but yeah, it's not feeling great.
Aye, it not be blood. I haven't had blood in quite some time, but the feeling, the feeling
I
of
thought
losing
you might have
it.
been growing back or something.
It might be
Inside.
leaking from his bones.
I feel. I mean, I obviously know when this was applied to me. I remember before and after. So
it was during combat. There's only
yeah.
It was you remember that.
Yeah, so I've been feeling like something like this was bound to happen eventually, ever since it was carved into me chest. But the feeling, It was like losing me life. The dread. It still lingers. Still twisting. Promising it's coming.
Oh.
Do you mind if I take a look too?
What?
At the ink.
You want to collect it?
I want, well, kind of.
New ingredient.
Yeah.
Are you gonna write your book with it?
I am not in a state to stop ye from doing anything. I can't help but let me my own wander. This is all just thoughts I had to share with the tank.
Oh, the 11 is the 11 hollow or something?
It's like
It's-
deep, right?
It's
Oh, it
like it's kind of if some like high force like thing like just kind of like brute force kind of wrote into metal. It's like kind of
Like
Etched?
indented?
it's kind of like yeah, it's kind of like a bit jagged and stuff. Just the metal was just kind of like forced out of the way.
Someone keyed his car, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a
A
stamp.
big key.
I got hit by 2 little meteors.
You got hit by a beam of force.
Mhm.
Kind of like Eldritch Blast in a way, honestly. Just worse.
So I know we figured that there's bone in this ink, but you say it's very much like ink, right?
Yeah, no, the smell is very, 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 very subtle.
So can Gerald try to also investigate the ink, because Gerald doesn't use regular ink. He uses magic ink with
I was
his
just thinking
magic
the same
quill.
thing.
Yeah, no, I don't mind if you investigate it.
Yeah, I'd like to do that and see if I can know.
Do you want to roll like
anything
an
about it.
Arcana or something, or?
Yeah.
That's the fucking 4th 11 of the game.
Of the day, yeah. Now you're paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's 2 little tombstones here.
The 2 tombstones is just kind of convenient and fun. But Gerald, you kind of examine this ink. It definitely, you can definitely tell, like, just from what happened to him, that it is like the byproduct of something magical. But the ink itself, you can't really derive any significance from it right now. You can't tell what the purpose would be. There's nothing like your inks are probably like marvelous and fantastic, like the ones you use to write
Obviously.
your books, like the
Wow.
your spells, I mean, but like those cannot be normal ink. But this doesn't seem that special. You think like there could be something more to it, but it like there's probably some significance to the fact there's bone in it, but nothing you can derive right now.
Maybe we should collect some of this just in case. Maybe we can find somebody, maybe a necromancer that might know something of value about it.
I be leaving a big puddle behind me. You look about 20 feet back, and yeah, there's just like a splooge.
Oh,
There's like the one big puddle, and then it's kind of like drips after that.
Yeah.
Like, it very much is just like one big, like,
I vomited.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to try and collect a bottle of it then.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get some drippings from him, if you want to
Mhm.
get some snow and just kind of melt it and have some half and half, things like
Yeah.
that, that's fine.
I'll try my best to make sure it's pure, but
Yeah.
I only got one hand here, so.
Yeah, so you
Train,
collect.
Can you carry on?
Oh. Yeah, you collect a bit of ink. The train. Oh, I think me wheels are gone.
Are his wheels gone?
Yeah, the back of the train is like hit the ground. Like there's probably like maybe like the latter like third of the axle is like warped and damaged, and this wheel has been like bent and cracked and all sorts of stuff. But like the first part of the axle and part of the back of the train is just gone.
You're gonna need a bigger sled.
I'm starting to regret it.
Bigger sled, bigger rhinos.
Captain.
Roughly, do we know roughly how far away we are from the closest town?
I mean, we're very far from where we're trying to go. Is the biggest thing, but
Captain.
I try to snap out of it. I train.
You're gonna have to go on without me.
Dude, we have rhinos. We're not leaving you.
Oh, I be a poor sight. I not be a vessel anymore. I be scrap. Oh.
What a curse it is to be sentient now. It has self-image. It's just looking at its twisted wheels and it's like, no, just kill me.
You can't leave the house like this.
100%.
I was gonna say, can we? I mean, it's snowy out, right? So, can we try to fashion like skis to like limp it along to the? Because the next time we fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So we just need to get there and we'll be fine.
it's true.
If you think you can do something, I would appreciate it, Captain.
Are you not ready to lose ye yet? You've fought harder battles and survived tougher things. This isn't the end.
We need to be there to see each other's new bodies.
Aye, mine.
I want to be a seafaring vessel.
And I want to be a flesh and blood person.
Aye.
Let it be so. All right. I'm gonna try to like shake off the feeling. Marcus, is there a chance that I am compromised?
I mean, boy.
I mean outside of the normal compromise that I'm already always, but specifically about the paper man.
I mean,
Because doesn't he like possess shit in hot bodies and like go into people, look like people?
he could, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just worried about that.
I mean, he got the Mad Mountaineers.
He turned the Mad Mountaineers into lycanthropes, and he has the ability, apparently the ability to use the corrupted moon to control their behavior. But before the moon, he still was the paper man. I'm not. Do I have any inside knowledge? Like, is this something that I've seen him do to people I know before or have heard of? Maybe.
I'm gonna let you try and fight your trauma for a minute here. I want you to roll me a wisdom save to see if you can dig into those memories.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. Normal.
You got this. You got this.
It's never been my best roll, you know.
Dude, imagine if it was an 11 though.
I prefer the 4 over another 11, actually.
You look back from your time with, like, you kind of... It is really like thinking about the most painful thing in your life.
Yeah.
Like what he can do. And I think here with a 6, what you all see is Marcus start to get like really like sweaty, and he starts to tremble and shake.
No. I'm sorry, but no. I refuse. I don't know anything about it. And I won't.
It's... Yeah, you just... You know you aren't strong enough to dig into this past right now and break it down. This is like... This was trying to gain some knowledge from essentially watching your whole family being eviscerated in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, what color
Yeah.
was his shoes? Hey, be
Yeah.
sorry.
That's... all I can think that I could do, it might not even give me anything useful, but I'm gonna use a divine sense
Oh,
to
shit.
see if if he's any more evil than I remember.
Nice.
Trying to remember, have you used your divine sense since
Oh, it's been a long time. Not since
yeah, it's been a
Paper
long
Man.
time. Yeah, I think you were also a Diel worshipper last time.
Oh.
Right.
As you see Marcus invoke this sense, you see like this kind of red almost tint that kind of is in like the back of your eyes, like all of your eyes, now kind of comes to the front as it's this glow. And given the nature of this power, I think looking at Shivers, kind of not necessarily the ink and not necessarily Shivers, but these engravings themselves, like, definitely have this like this glow to them. That there is definitely something foul going on with him. That essentially his body itself has been desecrated.
Damn it. Damn it.
It's Shivers. It's not good news.
The doctor walks in the room. Ooh.
It is from the amount of evil that I remember that you are. There's something different about it this time, and it seems worse. And it's those markings, I'm sure.
Oh. He was a ripe target for Brandon, it seems. I hear ye, Train. I hear ye. I'm just trying to figure out if I can suppress this myself. I'm gonna try to... Man. You know what? We can do this as we're moving. If we can even get moving. Let's focus on getting moving. Thank you, Marcus.
I'd like to, yeah, can I walk up to the train and start to assess what it would take to build a sled that big?
Yeah, I think the train is
Okay.
pretty big, pretty heavy. So, like, for the one broken wheel before, you know, you just had to find something that would service generally to, like, keep it, that side lifted up. But now it's like the whole thing is, like, a bit falling apart in the back.
I think two
And it
rhinos
would-
lifting at the same time would help.
If you had, like... if you had, like, a large axle or something, it would be easier. I think a rhino or two could still move it, but it would be even slower.
I'd like to, I don't know, assess the damage, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
I think... What tools do you have?
carpenter's tools.
Yeah, I think carpenter's tools work for this if you want to roll that.
I also would like to. I would like to assess it in one more way.
Yeah, and just to say, with the carpenter's tools roll, we can also kind of roll that together with, like, any repairs you would do.
That's pretty good.
That's very good.
One thing. You
Yeah.
can make this separate. I would like to invoke the ship of Theseus. I have worked on this cart a very long time, and I would like to know at what point I've replaced enough parts where I become captain.
Dude,
That's actually incredible.
I think you
Slow-
have
the
to
slow
roll
takeover.
history, a Theseus roll, if you will.
That's incredible.
the silent hostile takeover,
I don't
man.
know this reference.
You don't know the ship of Theseus?
I do not.
Oh, let's go!
Wow.
You kind of have this feeling that, like, at what point does it become yours? I think while the mind will always tie it to Shivers, the mind can kind of be put into anything. Like, this is a new cart that it could only be put into this because Grafel essentially shares that same magic with Shivers. I think roll me a d6 and we'll do it as a d3.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, I think after this, I think 3 more repairs, and I think you're the captain.
All right, let's figure out what we gotta do here, man.
Aye.
I might have a
Thank you,
crazy
Tundra.
idea here that might work, and it might be like a rules debating thing, and also if the think train's considered a creature.
I mean, it is a creature and a construct.
So I have.
I mean, it is definitely a creature at this point. It is. it's the rules debate kind of gets a bit dicey with the train.
Yeah. So
But
so
D&D is all a rules debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're down to open this discussion here that I have,
Yeah.
I have this spell here, Vortex Warp, where I can move a creature, but rereading it, it has a range of 90 feet, but I think I can't. I'm not sure if the range from me, like it needs to be a creature within 90 feet of me, and then I can teleport anywhere that I can see, which could be beyond 90 feet. Right.
No, it's an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. So you can target
Within
something in
range.
90 feet, and you can put it in the same 90 feet.
Okay.
But it
That
could be
you can see.
180 feet
Alright.
away if it's on the edge, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you go to 90 feet away from it, then you can put it 90 feet on the other side of you.
Alright. But then, because dude, I was gonna say if it's anywhere I could see, like if I use clairvoyance as my eye in the sky, can I just send it like miles away, man? But
No, it has to be in range
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
casting. It
but
doesn't
then,
it doesn't care about how far you can see. It cares about how far the spell can see.
right? Okay, but then in that case, I also have. This is a lot less distance, but I have my manifest mind that can cast in its space.
Yep, so then it would
instead of
care
my
about
own.
90 feet from it.
Okay,
So
I
it wouldn't
can't. I
add any
can't
more
have
distance. You would
It. Okay.
you would basically just be able to stand 120 feet away and say, "Do it," and then
Alright,
it
yeah, I
would
was gonna
cast
say
it
like
instead.
if it could be in range of it, but then in my field of vision, and
It
go,
has
like,
to the range that it is basically where it is cast. It is used with that range in mind. It's not.
Alright.
You were cooking though.
doesn't-
Yeah.
You were cooking.
Yeah, no,
If only we had a system for manipulating spells that exists.
Yeah.
yeah.
Although,
It's a shame there's none of
fair.
that.
I mean, how many miles away are we from the town? You know, how many times? have we
You're
been-
honestly not super far from Little Griddle, but you're pretty damn far from Whitestead.
Yeah. My other idea is like honestly maybe we just go by foot and come back as a rescue team because like the thing train doesn't need to eat or drink and it's not like it's prey for anything, right?
Yeah, but it has a will to live.
Disgusting. Can't believe
Yeah, but it's just gonna be like waiting for us, right? It's not like it's
might
gonna get
just
hunted
give
by
up.
wolves or eaten by wolves.
It might give up and just leave the vessel, you know, in search of other.
I can
What
dismiss
if we
it.
command it not to?
And that's what I meant by like the like we're gonna have to put it down thing. Is like I can just decide it stops living at any point. But I don't want to if I don't
Maybe
absolutely
put 'em
have
in
to.
something else. Like,
Yes, that was the plan, but then you guys reminded me of the laser and I was like, we could come back for the laser or you
Yeah,
know
but we have the
Lasers high
gem on
value.
it too. Like,
no joke.
Jam, yep.
So here's my plan. It's pretty bad, but I have super grease from Fizzy, and I've had it for a super duper long time, and it has effects on here about like expending
this
charges
doesn't
and shit.
sound super bad.
But if we want to get creative with it, it could just be like an ultra lubricant on the back end so that it's not like dragging as ferociously. If we wanted to try the rhinos strategy.
Right.
Dude, that's brilliant. I like that.
Super grease the back. All right, train, let us lube ye up.
Dude, we are leaving like the weirdest trail if anyone's tracking.
Ink
What
and
happened here?
ink and
Yeah.
lube.
Yeah, ink and
definitely
lube.
blood.
Jesus Christ.
There's like a crater that there's a bunch of blood
Yeah.
from. Then there's like ink and
Someone had an orgy
Like
and wrote about it.
sparks out of the trees
The
around us, right?
the
There's like a
pea writing.
sphere
There
of
is.
clearing.
Yeah.
yeah. I will let you know that like if you do decide to just like drag the back, it will do a bit more damage to the train.
I mean,
If there's like
I definitely expected that, especially because there's going to be like rocks and all these other, you know, nasty things. This was just that what you just said is why my idea is bad. That is essentially.
Gerald, do you have any like? I mean,
I can-
I'm not writing it off. Shivers, it's good. It's the best we have. Gerald, can you use levitation of any sort, or like,
Uh,
can you pick it up?
actually, I kind of. Let me think. Give me a moment to think. I have another thing I need to look up though.
Yeah, you're like, it's the best we have. I'm literally just like making like a sled for this.
He's just,
Yeah, there's, like-
it's always
there's,
Tundra.
like-
Tundra's always just fucking hard at work. Like
There's a few
these magical
trees that
bastards.
were felled by this, and Tundra's just already getting to work.
Yeah, and we're always like,
We obviously have nothing else.
what spell can we use to
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
our lives? And he's just
Yeah.
making a fucking boat. Oh god.
Doing
gonna wait
manual
for-
labor in a
you know-
world of magic.
Gonna wait for Tundra to finish. Be like, well, there's no help for him. Just dismiss. Yeah.
Oh god.
God damn it.
What
Yeah.
are you working on there, buddy? You making like an ornament or something?
Oh, not you, Carrie. You left me in the woods before.
This wouldn't be for long.
I'll make a sled
mean-
for him. I mean, it's snow out. Sled should be perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Just yeah. I mean, we can lubricate the sled.
Cool.
You have lubrication?
Hey.
That's. I like that.
Aye. From Fizzy
Mm-hmm.
or Foggy.
It was actually fizzy.
It is from Fizzy. Clearly, my memory is a bit foggy.
I mean, is there any way that after all of the parts have been blown off, the main part of the thing train is 500 pounds or less?
You wish.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
what I was-
exactly. I'm like, he's
Yeah.
thinking Tensor's floating disc.
and then
I'm
I was
just, I'm
thinking
just
like,
waiting to say no
I
to
ju-
you.
I just learned in life reduce, but reduce only lasts a minute, so I don't think it really. We wouldn't get too much distance with that.
We only need it to be small for a little bit so we can pick it up.
Although-
put sleds under it. You know?
If
You pick it
okay,
up.
if we only need it small for a little bit, then in that case I could just reduce it, right?
Yeah.
Or enlarge the sled.
Or hear me out, right? If I can reduce it, we have a minute. If I reduce it for a minute on a floating disc, I'm on Tundra's back and he runs like the wind.
For a minute.
we could cover some. I mean, dude, you know how fast Tundra is. Or we get done
Yeah,
ran.
as soon as the minute's over, you just get squished.
Yeah,
Is
but
that-
You just kill me?
Oh, look at
Reduce what we have.
58, 59, stop!
yeah, right. That's like a tenth of the weight.
I am pretty fast.
Yeah, it's more about can you keep up that speed while pulling the train.
I'm still working.
Yeah, so while all of you are kind of thinking, Tundra gets to work. As kind of like day very quickly becomes afternoon, afternoon becomes like an early evening, and you hear this loud and
To save the day.
Oh no.
oh, you wish.
Damn it.
As coming by the corner, you see this bird, and this immediate relief that it's a different bird.
Oh
Oh,
man.
But it's pulling this small cart full of stuff, and there's this orc woman sitting on top. She has like this big coat, and there's just all these like boxes in the back, and she's kind of like she's like not Gerald old, but she is like a bit older. Oh, stop now.
You from
Oh,
Lysdale?
she hops out.
Oh, yeah, which direction is she coming from?
Yeah.
She's going towards Little Griddle.
Okay.
Oh. What's this now? As you see Marcus, she clearly and like proudly wears this large symbol of Diel, like around her neck.
I'm gonna do the hand signs behind my back. No one knows what they mean, but they might be like a little more alert.
He's doing the
Hey,
hand
guys,
signs again.
It's not.
Yeah.
As she walks forward, she has like this large walking stick. And she sees like a very hurt old man. And she goes up and she touches you with the staff
Oh,
with this light on it and is going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
come on, man, dude.
So you can have 7 hit points back.
Every bit counts.
Yeah. Oh, that's harder than it used to be.
In my head, I was like, watch, she's just gonna fully heal him, and it's like, no, it's a shitty ass weak heal.
Heals like 100 hit points.
Cast Power Word Kill.
Well, I'll be. That's harder than it used to be.
Are you coming from Little Griddle?
Oh, here we are, and thank you for your aid you just gave me. I do appreciate it.
Hey, your cart's looking a little broken.
Just with figuring out ways to make it not broken. Yeah, we haven't come up with anything super good yet, but
Yeah, you like look out of the corner of her eye, and in the back of her cart, among like a lot of like food stuff, you see this large like metal shaft.
Anything
That's a
significant?
shame. I wish I had something that could help you.
What's that?
What's what, dearie?
That large metal shaft.
Oh, that's Richard's handiwork. I'm going to. I don't know what those. I don't do what those other two do, but. I reckon I can fix their little mechanisms they put in the mill, and I can get things running again.
You're a fixer.
No, long ago, I served Diel, as you can tell. Still serve, proudly. But my husband has long been fraught, and he was better at producing Diel's bounty. So I went to Lysdale to get some supplies for Little Griddle while he slumbers through his curse. Oh, Diel preserve us all.
It
he's
is
got
a
the-
shame, that curse.
He's got the purple eyes, yeah.
We have
Yes.
friends of ours too that are afflicted by the very same.
Oh, we all have friends in these times. What's important is that we praise Diel and the holy warriors he sends to.
okay.
And she kind of looks at Shivers, his chest to to get rid of the darkness.
Believe it or not, we're actually on our way to end this curse of the purple eyes.
You.
Yes, we're the think tank. You may have heard of us.
I've heard of no such tank.
You
I've
must not get around much.
Heller.
the only thing I need is Diel's grace.
And I'll help us get to Lysdale in like the next day.
Maybe if you pray.
All right. Do you have any other ideas?
She has an axle in her back.
I'm sorry. I hope you all
Is the
get there
mill
well.
is the mill part like would it suit as an axle just from looking at it? Like is it like way too big to be an axle, or is it about
It
the
might
right
not be
size?
like perfect, but it would be way better than nothing.
Ryan's like, rob her.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the same team if he's thinking like,
Maybe that's just me.
I wonder if they'll just take the whole cart.
I mean, we could. She's like, what in tarnation? We're like, give us all you have. Like,
I've lived at Little Griddle for a few years now. A while. Lysdale is for those that can work. If maybe Richard can help you too when you get there.
Okay. So she was the mill, like the two people that ran the mill. This is her and her husband's afflicted. That's what we're saying.
Well, the people who ran the mill are both afflicted. This is someone else.
You
we all need to take
that you're
time
having
to
trouble.
pray, young man.
I heard you the first time. But anyway, you're having trouble walking, and you think you're gonna repair the mill? There's like no one left.
You think I'm having trouble walking? A nerve.
I'm sure he didn't mean it in a disrespectful way. Simply.
Well, of course, there's snow outside. It's not like I was going to be wearing my snowshoes in the cart.
Does that lady have an axle in the back of her cart?
No, that's a shaft for repairing the mill.
Do you see the thing hanging out of her cart?
Can we use that? We'll bring it back.
Tail would want us to have it.
Isn't he about giving?
Yeah, Marcus, this is when he says, isn't he about giving? It's kind of like a bit of like a...
Yeah, you're just desserts. He'll give that to you all day.
Diel's bounty is for those who serve him.
What? There was
we all must do our part, young man.
Do you not see it? It looks just like an axle. It's hanging out the back of the cart.
There's no one else in Little Griddle. No one else in Little Griddle is a Diel follower. You're the only one here.
No, my husband is very devout.
Of the people who can accept the bounty. If you want your husband back sooner, you could help us. We are on our way to Highbridge to fix this problem.
And who are you?
The think tank.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, may I ask if you have at least heard of Syzygy?
Oh, I don't like Syzygy. They practice a lot of dark things over there.
Then yeah, it may be comforting for you to know that one of our dean there
We
has
almost
perished
single-handedly
recently.
blew it up, so you're welcome.
Can you roll me a persuasion, Marcus?
It's like
We-
not untrue.
No.
You honestly did blow part of it up. That's why it's a persuasion and not a deception.
It may
I love
comfort
lying
you
for
to
truth.
know that some of our darker deans have, fortunately or unfortunately, perished recently.
She looks at.
It is under new management.
Yes. By foul sorcerers and warlocks.
Oh, and
demons.
me.
No.
I'm actually I believe their newest dean.
I'm gonna lift up
Marcus,
my one hand.
No one calls him that. That's
Marcus, Gerald just gave you disadvantage.
I was gonna say, he's an Italian.
rolled
negative,
again.
right? That's probably bad for.
She thinks it's evil. You should not be a dean right now.
No, but I'm a new dean. I'm a new generation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
She's
I'm
an old.
here-
She's
I'm
an
here
old
to-
woman.
I'm here to
Yeah, she was like. She kind of like was looking at you like cool first. Now she's kind of like.
We'll give you double what you paid for it.
It was 50 gold and 2 months of work.
Holy cow.
We have the inn.
Ask her how much she wants for it.
I'll take 125.
How about? How about 75, and you can stay at the snack fork for free.
What do you mean
Indeed.
stay at the snack fork for free? I have a house there. And who are you? What happened to Wako?
You'd be waited on hand and foot.
By
By
what happened to
all-
Wako?
Uh,
By Wako, I don't want him waiting on me hand and foot. Have you seen that man? He's crazy.
now he's
Yeah, wait,
frozen.
he's frozen. He's not gonna be able.
He's
to.
frozen. What did you do to him?
We killed the
Minutes
Draknor.
old.
Flip a coin. She's either gonna love us or hate us for that.
Danielle loves the
The-
Grafnor.
the
Everyone
good old-
knows.
Yeah, everyone knows.
The
Mm.
good old Graknor gambit.
Or how about this? She can stay alive.
Okay.
Finally.
100 gold and you pray.
Ooh.
Pray right now. Thank Dial for all you have.
Could we get it any cheaper if I, as one of the newest deans of Syzygy,
110.
attempt to spread the word of Dial on campus? There are many impressionable students there that are looking for emblems.
You're
And
not wrong.
emblems are quite useful at persuading the students on doing things or believing in things.
I don't know what an emblem is. I'll let you roll persuasion at disadvantage. Because
You buried the
you
lead
just
on
have
that so hard.
disadvantage because you're a dean.
Yeah, and this is very much
Nothing.
like I'll pay you tomorrow kind of a promise. Like there's no way she can
Yeah,
make you back this up.
Oh, my bad. I rolled advantage. Just take the other roll.
Take the 6
The
to
6?
12. 100 and you pray.
How much gold?
To the ocean.
Yeah, how
2
much do you
months.
even have?
2 months is a long time to wait for another one of those.
She didn't specify what we're praying to though. Oh yeah, I
only
guess
have
she did.
100 and-
did.
I have 115 gold.
I mean, we all have a lot of gold, but we never spend it.
But
on
we're
it.
being stingy for no reason. Come on.
I mean, you know, when you see a bad deal, right?
All right.
This is an incredible deal.
I mean,
How about-
circumstance-wise, yes.
How about we pray
Circumstance wise.
pray
Pocketbook
and
wise.
and then based on how good we do, we can negotiate on price.
Okay, but I want to see you pray.
Now, is it one at a time, or all the same, or?
I want each of you to thank Diel. And don't... I want it to be real. I want it to be genuine.
I want it to be free.
Yeah, she's a cranky old woman.
What? How about? And I know that this is strange, but what if I pull like, all right, hold on. Let's not get out of hand here. And I'm gonna rifle through my bag. And I'm like, how about I'll let you touch this. And then I pull out Purity, the arrow.
Oh, geez.
You finally pull it out. Yeah, you rifle through your bag, and it is now a mundane arrow.
Oh, I
Rip.
figured, but
What
it's
does
a
she
great
do?
arrow. Just on the table, though. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah. I'll have to check that later. Never mind. I do. We do
Can we
have-
talk about it real quick?
Talk about what?
If we want to do this. Just team meeting real quick. We're just gonna have a huddle.
Here we are, in fact.
Are you planning to rob me? Is that
Of
what
course
this is?
not.
No. No. What? Why would you even say that?
If we be planning to rob ye, we wouldn't need to plan.
And we would have done it already. Okay. All right,
I'll give you 30 seconds.
So,
I mean, even if we get to the axle, how certain are we that it'll work? It'll help.
I'm
It'll
not
be
praying
enough.
I'm not praying to die out. He tried to kill us. I'm not doing it.
I mean, I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I mean,
Definitely not
Well,
genuinely.
we just need it to be
Alright.
believable.
all in favor of stealing it?
Well,
I mean,
I want to see how everybody else votes first.
I think
Time's up. She walks over.
we thought it over. And what was your price if we don't pray?
Jesus Christ.
What a delivery.
So
She
good.
lets out this big snore. 200.
It's just that
200.
Can I walk up?
I'm gonna get serious
course.
with her for a second though. It's just that I'm gonna show the various armor pieces that I have that have the Dios symbol on them. I followed Diel for many years, and he presented, and for all my faithfulness, he presented to me an impossible choice. I know that I won't be able to pray in earnest.
I feel for you, but it is weakness. You should go to Lysdale and find your strength again. Aramis will help you find Diel. You roll me a d20. Just straight d20, Marcus.
Come on, 11. Let's see. Crap. 6 in the table. Come on. Oh yeah.
Come on, 11.
Yeah,
Jesus.
do we get an 11? She's possessed by the paper man.
Dude.
Ooh.
She goes to her cart. She puts the walking stick, like kind of leans it up against the cart, and she takes out the axle at the shaft. And she hands it to you. I want you to give this to Richard, and he'll send it back to me. But you have to promise that you'll talk to Aramis.
I'll at least talk to him.
If there's anywhere that the lost can find him again, it's there. Dial preserves.
We truly appreciate it.
We can just have
Yeah. No, you're going to give it to Richard when you get there.
it. Okay.
Yeah, Jeff.
And
All right.
I want you to know that through this, your husband
Shut
will
up.
be cured.
I don't like you.
Oh,
You're from the school, and I don't like the school.
I'm hoping that we can change that in the future. Just know when you see change in Morsa, it'll be because of the think tank.
There's not change in Morsa.
Talk to a bird.
There will be great change to Morsa.
Nah.
I can assure that.
Nah.
I'm gonna walk up to her bird.
Yeah, she walks back and she gets up. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna go up to it and be like, "I'm sorry, you have to deal with her."
Shit.
What do you say to my bird?
But I'm speaking bird, so I'm like, "Rawr, rawr,
I'm speaking bird.
rawr."
I'm speaking bird. He's like,
You're one of those animal people, aren't you? Get out of my
You
sight.
don't have to take her
She
shit,
thinks he
you know.
can talk to animals.
And she hits the reins.
You're one of those.
The bird.
Someone who hates the school. She fits right in.
Yeah, this bird is actually it's reasonably well taken care of. I mean, it doesn't really understand religion. It's just confused.
Doesn't understand religion.
Thank God.
It's unusual for ag
Doesn't
speaks
get
in this
religion.
region.
Normally they can perfectly decipher. As she's rolling away, Shivers just kind of says, "If I would have prayed, an angel made a light and fire would have descended down and tried to kill us all."
Yeah, it's like as she's like going
I have
off.
a scroll that could do that too.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you should have tried to scroll to the lady.
Oh, that would have been fucked up.
Yes,
I think that might have been
Dial.
morally worse than just killing her. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Shivers was talking before about creating a new Graknork, but giving this woman the ability to summon an angel of Dial. That's
Dude, I'm just telling you guys right now, I'm ready for the setup that as soon as we resolve this purple flame thing, I'm gonna cast sending on her and be like, "Told you so" from the think
Dude,
tank.
100%.
you better write that down and
The
remember it.
Like the think tank.
No, yeah, and the new dean of Syzygy.
Yep.
And then it's going to be a long-winded joke. Please rethink your opinion on the school.
No, Gerald sending is nerfed with Gerald because he's so long-winded with everything and he only gets 25 words.
True.
He has to
I'll just cast it again.
yeah, he just has to
Multiple
I've been saving up spell slots for 3 weeks so I could cast essay.
Gerald's magnificent essay.
That should be honestly. If he made a spell, I hope that's what he makes.
Yeah.
It's just
Like at like 5th level.
ascending. That's like
Like you can't stop it. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, they just
the enemy has to make a wisdom save. Get out of my head,
Dude, I love that. I love that. He could make him take psychic damage if he wants or something. That'd be insane.
But yeah, so this orc, she kind of rides off into the evening. She is
on concentration. check.
she's kind of almost taken like pity in a way on you, Marcus, and let you take this for free.
Yeah, honestly, that's crazy. It's like 200 plus gold worth of pity.
Yeah, you don't know the value of pity points, man.
Yeah, pity points are really good. I still have one over there.
It was strong to show off your dial memorabilia. I think that was what
Yeah,
really swung.
That was a good angle, Marcus.
I'm gonna walk up. Hey guys, you got the axe? Good job.
I was just gonna paralyze her.
What?
Huh?
What was her name?
You know what? That's a great question you could have asked. if you
Do we
were
never
here,
get
you
a
know?
name?
She's gonna like
For like a half an hour, and you didn't get her name.
she's gonna live like right near you. By the way, she lives right near the
Is she
snack
still in
bar.
sight? Can I cast a message?
Good thing
on
we
her
didn't
and ask her
paralyze her.
name?
No, she's outie.
You need to know her name if you do cast message.
No,
Oh,
you
rip.
could just cast sending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says a creature you have met, or a creature described to you by someone who has met it.
You've met her.
Yeah.
Damn, every time somebody tells us they're from Little Griddle, that's almost like diplomatic immunity. We're like, fuck. Dang.
You done? Are you done with it, Chandra?
I don't want to fucking
Yep.
talk to you right now. Can I have the
Sandra's
axe?
gotten Sandra's gotten all these materials, and Marcus, you have this like shaft that would kind of slot in pretty well in like these empty like wheel like. I guess I'm trying to think of what you call it, like these kind of like loops.
Yeah. Well, let's get it in there, I guess. See how good it'll do.
I
Mad
have to help.
foreplay over here.
It's not like perfect. It's like a bit large for it, but it still fits. And Tundra, if you want, I can let you apply your carpentry roll if you want to like attach
Sure.
makeshift wheels to it instead of like a sled.
I had other plans for these bent pieces, but I guess I'll just make wheels out of them.
How many different editions does this count for the ship?
Is that,
Dude.
yeah, is that two? Is that a 2-for-1?
I would even
Oh,
argue for it.
This is gonna be. Oh, you did get a 24 on it. No, it's gonna be 1 because it's the
Okay.
shaft that she gave you. So she gets a point and Tundra gets a point.
Can I have my own counter, please, up top here?
Yeah.
Dude,
Tundra's-
Shivers is gonna
Um,
need to start adding stuff.
Give me a
Wait-
second.
Wait back some.
I need to
grand.
find the tool. There it is.
Dude, Shivers is gonna engrave the negative pi as like a bumper sticker.
I have to or something because all these late nights with the train is getting him way too close. And one day he's just gonna be like,
It's gonna be
"Hey,
a
Captain,
countdown.
I just can't bring myself to listen to ye anymore." Like, I'll be like, what the fuck, train?
I be a mutiny.
I am mutiny.
He just fucking does a donut and spins me out.
There'll be a new captain now.
Oh god.
He opens the back door. He's like, walk the plank.
Oh shit.
I didn't know I had an arc until this moment.
It took this long, but Tundra had to literally forge his arc with his own hands. Physically build his arc. He's Noah out here.
I wonder if there is like a cart in here.
Oh, the cogs are good. What mod is that?
No, that's just in the text. You can just set the background of things.
Oh, nice.
And apparently the headstones are just funny and like whatever he said, convenient or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's funny because there's two, but you're only gonna die once.
Oh, that is what is funny about it. Yep.
That's for who he takes with him.
See, there's
It's just
no
because of
way
the width
roll
it doesn't
count-
like a pattern.
There's no way the roll count doesn't go to 11.
Right. I was thinking like, if Shivers rolling 11
Oops.
like prompted a combat after we all got blown to bits, man, that would have been awful.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to like it takes like probably a few hours. But you are able to fashion these wheels on and attach them to this large shaft.
And it's dark now, right? Because you said it was later in the day.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dark.
All right, well.
Oh, I got
All right,
feeling
well,
again.
Yeah, I guess we
As
can.
it kind of like. Oh wait, no, it has front wheel drive, doesn't it?
Give me a sec, guys.
I have to admit, Tundra,
Hello.
you have quite the artisanship in you.
Yeah. Can you put up your bubble thing so everyone but Bali can sleep in it?
Why not Bali?
Because he didn't want this to begin with.
Okay.
You're talking shit on my craft.
It's just giving you a hard time.
He didn't even show up for the first one. And now this.
I
Oh,
made,
my
I made you
fucking
a chair.
Big chair.
I suppose I could, but
I just thought the worst thing ever, but I wouldn't say it.
well, I mean, he's just he's a part of the think tank like us. I mean,
I know, I was just kidding. I just,
uh,
wiki tent, please.
yeah, sure.
I'll make a tiny hut as requested.
Yeah, I think as you cast this tiny hut, the think train is kind of all repaired and stuff. I think since Shivers isn't here, it's probably a good time for a squad
Yeah.
pass.
Dude, the first thing I thought of, you're like, you made a chair. I was like, yeah, like the one you used to stand on, you fucking elephant.
Dude, my God.
Hey.
How much money does it cost to make a scroll?
I don't know. I do not remember. Now I'm looking at chairs. You reminded me of a chair. I don't know why they hide their best chairs. There's this company that makes these like really nice stackable chairs. Big chair. Are we just shiverless? Looks like we're just shiverless.
Yeah.
Dude, is it even possible to like make your own spell? How does that work?
I mean, somebody had to do it. Where'd the spells come from?
It's true, yeah.
I mean, I
Spells
did.
and names, like
That
Max
was
Spell.
a thing you could do for an emblem. I mean, if
Really?
you want to,
That
if you
paint
want to,
butterfly spell.
if you want to take the time to make your own spell, I will
I mean,
allow
I'm a
it.
dean. That sounds like a deanly thing. If it's a student thing.
Oh.
What's it gonna be called? Eardrum atrocity.
he's, he's thinking
Dude.
about the essay spell.
It's got to be like G or J words because it has to be like Gerald's
Oh, that's true.
Gerald's
Yep.
gelatinous job.
No, it's yeah. It's the spell is
I
like,
assumed
it's
it was
like
gonna be a
ascending
much
idea,
higher.
but it only does his
difficulty thing.
acceptance speech for becoming dean, and it takes like an hour to read.
Harold's Jabberjaw.
Gerald's Jabberjaw is a good one.
What's something that like we've needed constantly throughout this campaign?
Long arguments with an old man.
An old body.
A body.
Yeah, just spawn body spell. Oh,
All right, so it's kind of getting
Gets your
to
spawn body.
it's kind of becoming nighttime now. The train is it still doesn't really have mobility, but it does have it can be pulled again. Tundra, can you roll me 2d8? This is for train health.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Alright.
It's still bloodied, but it's better.
Bloody train.
Yeah, as you make this nice little bubble that everyone can sit and sleep in. The train is repaired-ish. But yeah.
Wasn't the train able to go on through the night?
Before.
No, it has front-wheel drive.
Right.
You basically just gave it mobility that would be very, very sorely lacking.
Making progress.
I'm just gonna like pet the train and be like, I got you, buddy. I got your back.
Thank you, Tundra.
No problem.
I've never wanted something to happen and also not wanted something to happen at the
You
same
make a
time.
good shipwright. If we can't get a vessel by buying it, and you have to work for years, I'd like it to be your hands that build me vessel.
When this is all over, I'll be happy to.
Aye. A vessel worthy of a king.
Guys, go to bed.
Yeah, Tundra's whispering, but the thing train can't help but just be on speakerphone for everyone to hear.
He's a big train. He doesn't have a inside voice.
Right.
Don't listen to him, train. He's just mad because he doesn't have any useful skills.
Sorry, was that about Gerald or was that?
No,
That was about the dude
Or
who
is that
pulled the train.
Oh, that was about Polly. Okay. No, because if it was about Gerald, he'd definitely rip into Gerald. Oh, well, I got to admit it isn't the most pleasant view. However, it be better than worrying about that damned bird. That thing's seen the hells.
We did watch it die.
Yep.
I believe twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say more than once. Shit. Satan's afraid of that bird.
Yeah, so the five of you. Let's see. The five of you sleep through the night, and it's pretty quiet. It's pretty uneventful. You're kind of out in this corner of the world. There's not really much travel other than an orc woman. And morning kind of comes at your leisure as I think it's rhino time.
Oh yeah.
I be ready to lie stale.
He's had his finger on that button since he fucking got him wrecked.
As it will be another Let's see. Yeah, it'll be like a couple days and change to get to Lysdale. And I'm not sure if you had anything you wanted to accomplish on the way, or if you just kind of wanted to just kind of skip through Rhino time.
I have one thing that I want to try to work on while we're moving.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to suppress whatever kind of extra evil is oozing out of these 11s. So I actually don't have a specific skill in mind, but the approach was going to be, at first I was just going to try to fill these crevices with the eldritch energy that I, you know, shoot it at people. And then see if that interferes or blocks whatever's going on in there.
Fill it with eldritch energy.
Yeah, just kind of, if I need to, I can.
Are you trying to like fill it, or basically just like
I'm trying to
shivers energy it?
I'm trying to instead of coalescing my eldritch power into my arm and launching it, I'm trying to instead generate it into these crevices, just like with my own willpower.
Yeah, what I'm trying to get is, are you trying to repair it or just remove the bad juju?
I am not trying to repair it, because we know
Okay, so
always
you're
how
trying to,
that goes. Yeah.
remove the bad juju. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm just gonna kind of like magic fight it, essentially.
I think you can roll just like a spell casting.
Okay. Yep.
Which would be, I mean, charisma save would be the same as it if you want to do that.
Yeah, that'll be easy for me clicking a button. All right. Do it.
And we can kind of
Some strong magic in here.
Yeah, anyone else want to accomplish anything?
You know, now that we talked about making a spell, I think Gerald wants to dabble on something small. I think it works since he has like a magic quill, and a like awakened spellbook. Can you work on a spell that just like adds like sort of a magical flair to a book, like a script? Like kind of make it like a magical pop-up book type thing, you know?
Ooh. Yeah.
So kind of like make an illusion, like kind of make it.
Yeah, and it works with like sort of this whole Dean of Realization type thing. It's kind of like an illusion. These like illusory, like I can make illusory images just pop out of like certain pages or parts of a page, you know, things like that. Maybe
Yeah,
add some
so
special
I
effects
think
on the words.
I think for while you travel, I think the first roll I want you to give me is a performance.
All right.
And we're going to be working towards your new spell. Let's see.
Performance. Is there anything bad that happens if I fail? Or is it just sort of delaying the inevitable completion?
It's more of just like your progression on it. Like, I think you'll only have a big flub with a nat 1.
Okay.
But otherwise, you might just kind of essentially get magic writer's block.
Mm.
That's kind of the.
Well, Jared's had plenty of
worst
actual
case.
writer's block, so.
Anyone else? Anything while you travel?
Like to, let's see.
Bala, you have less time because of Rhino time to do things.
I mean, that's fair. I would like to test out a new spell that I learned a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Maybe like during our downtime at night.
Yeah.
As
I
we're,
think we can, if it's just like trying a new spell, we can have it be a moment.
Okay. Yeah, as we're winding down for bed one night, I would like to kind of like ask them to gather around and be like, just would anyone like to try something new? I know that you know how I change into things. Would anyone like to see what that's like? I just thought I would extend the invitation.
If I were to change like you.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
be more specific. Like when you change into animals, or when the moon changes you into.
Turn into
Yeah,
animals.
I'm currently trying to
Oh.
avoid that latter part.
Like, if any of you have ever had the urge to, like, when I change, you're like, oh, I wish I could be an animal, or something like that.
I wouldn't mind. I think that'd be cool.
Just think of an animal. I want to try and see if I can do it. What do you want to be, Tundra?
Come back to me.
Taller.
A sable. Make him a sable.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
I want to be a sable.
Okay. I think I have to know what it is, but maybe not.
Bali, roll me in nature. I want to know if you know what a sable is. Or if Bali knows.
I'm not a good druid. So.
I know, that's why you get to roll.
By the way, this is what I'm casting. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, polymorph. Yeah.
I rolled a
Insane.
nature.
See the caterpillar cocoon, rip that caterpillar man.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah. I'll just put a picture of it in chat.
Oh boy.
It's small and carnivorous.
Carnivorous.
It's like a weasel or a
It's a
stout
bit like
or
it's a little bit like a big weasel.
A mink.
I don't know what that is. Hook me up. Better be big.
Oh, well, I like the side effects of these two.
All right. I'm gonna take out my walking nut.
Dude, hold on a second. I'm gonna walk close. Just do me a favor. If you ever change Gerald into anything, make sure you give it a big dick.
Said like, then he'll always want me to do it.
Oh, shit.
No, I just think it. I want him to have that.
Yeah, so he knows how the rest of us feel.
Sure. All right, turn me into it. That sounds so cool. I bet it has horns.
Yeah, as you watch as Tundra kind of like shrinks even more, as it also replaces your mental statistics.
Oh, yeah? Oh, 'cause
So
it's
you are
polymorph.
a sable in body and mind, as you become essentially a big ferret, a big weasel.
So wait, do we even really
I-
remember the experience if we absorb the mental characteristics?
I imagine like the way like an animal would remember it.
It's like a fever dream.
I mean, if you got turned into a reptile, probably not. But if it was like, a dog or something, you'd
Wait,
have
what's
like.
the fucking?
It retains
what's
alignment
my-
and personality.
Okay, I know what I want to be. Can you do this more? Was it just a one person?
You only have one
Okay, never mind.
4th level spell.
Oh
We're
shit.
gonna have to take our turns, one per night.
Yeah, one per
Dude, one
night.
day at a time. This is gonna take forever.
Yeah.
Gonna need to get on the wait list.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely want to be something.
He's got pretty low. He's got 1 hit point.
Oh boy. Do I not know?
Oh my
Do I
God.
not know it's me? And do I not know that I'm tiny as fuck?
You know you're you. You kind of know who your friends are in like a vague sense. But you're like,
I'm gonna go and bite the fuck out of Bali.
it's small and ferocious. As I guess, Bali, if you're taking it, you take 1d1 piercing damage.
Hold him by the scruff of his neck, and just be like, I thought he would be more sentient. I didn't know he'd just turn into one. Well, it's good to know.
Hey, this be why we try these things.
One thing I was thinking, since Gerald said that is the think train a creature, could I turn the think train into something?
Dude,
You said the rules got a little bit, muddy on that.
Turn into like the fastest animal and have it
So I'm
run.
trying to find the.
Dude, that's a way around it.
dude, it's so good.
For an hour.
Tundra's sitting there just making wagon wheels or turning the train into cheetahs.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly
Dude,
it.
honestly, turn it into a winter wolf because winter wolves are pretty intelligent. He'll probably remember it.
No, polymorph doesn't do winter wolves.
Rip.
What about summer ones?
What's it limited to?
No,
Or is it
summer
like
wolves and
Is it
more.
like a CR rating thing?
CR based on your
the
level.
the thing that I want to be is definitely in the CR rating.
If it
100%.
doesn't have a challenge rating, it's the target's level.
Aye, look at it. That be Tundra. In spirit.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
And then I'll be
I
like,
thought he calmed down a lot since.
I think he's probably had enough. And I'll just end concentration.
Are you still holding me?
Yeah.
I punch you in the face.
That was unexpected. Is it-
now!
Hey,
So small.
Dude, this is our new snake on the train tactic. Just send in Tundra as a sable and just end concentration as soon as he gets to the target.
Sable punch. That's a.
Him disabled, just make him lock his eyes on just somebody and he'll just ferociously clomp them.
Don't ever do that to me again. That's terrible.
Hey, it was voluntary. But
It
now
was
we know
really
what it
that bad.
does.
I didn't know what a sable is.
Oh, what was wrong, Tundra? What was...
Aye, it be like
what
you.
happened?
It has the fury.
Thanks, train.
A small size in the fury of the gods.
Why was it so bad,
And the
Tundra?
devils.
Yeah, it was like losing yourself a little bit.
Is that how you always feel, Bali?
Maybe I'll pick a smarter animal next time.
Maybe I'll actually pick an animal next time.
Tundra's our new spell guinea pig. Just like,
Yeah,
hey,
choose hell
I got a new
first,
spell,
man.
Tundra. Come over here.
Don't choose hell.
Bali,
I think Bali would choose crow. I think you should turn Gerald into something quiet. See if it works on him. Or if he can still make a lot of noise.
I can only do it once per night, but
Oh.
maybe tomorrow.
Do you think,
Aye.
do you think if you change me, I'd be able to feel my arm again?
You may be a limp-armed crow.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh, that'd be
Only-
a good point. He wouldn't be
Only
able to
one
fly.
way only one way to know.
yeah,
Aye.
you know, for sure.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Let's get some rest.
Yeah, as you kind of another day passes, and Throughout this day, Shivers, you are trying to like put this energy into yourself, and it just kind of you can create a good amount of this energy at this point. You're pretty powerful. It's just kind of whatever this scar left behind is just as, if not more potent.
Yeah. It's my energy's I feel like it's being rejected by whatever's in there.
It's a bit like, yeah, it's like that part of your body doesn't really belong to you anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Yep, ultra worried about that.
And on the other hand, Gerald, you kind of are like,
Just don't roll any more 11s.
you're trying to
yeah, oh yeah.
you're trying to make this like add pizzazz to this book. You're kind of trying to find ways, and I imagine you're like, because making a small illusion is not that difficult. You're able to make ones that like last a moment, but you can't really make them stick. Like you can open the book and it goes, "Yay!"
That is nice, but I'm definitely trying. Like, my completion goal is to have it be permanent.
Yeah, no, I
At
get
least
you.
You can sell your talking birthday cards at the stores.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I was thinking too. As another day passes.
Happy birthday, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know if you guys ever had this in like my high school. My friend got me this for my birthday one time. There's like those cards that like play music when you open them, but they have like the versions that just don't stop. Like,
Oh my
it's like
I know
God.
what you're talking about. Those
giant
things are
string card,
annoying.
and
They
you
just never
try
stop.
to break it, but they make it really hard to break as well. And it's like waterproof and stuff. Dude, I gotta get one of those. Like as soon as you open a book, it just starts like Gerald just rambling things and
Isn't
just doesn't
there-
stop.
It starts reading. It's like
I was
it
just
starts
gonna say
reading
it's like
your
an
book.
audio
But
book. Yeah.
book,
There's
I
an
should make a spell
right?
for it. That's an audio book.
there's an item that makes it so they can't be damaged by fire or immersion in water, and it doesn't deteriorate with age.
You would
Yeah,
be
wait,
you'd be like the
Okay.
David Attenborough of spells in this game. Like seriously, like somebody would open a book and it would just be Gerald's voice and he'd be like describing the book to them. Yeah.
That way they can listen while they make
I think
their
every.
And
it
today
doesn't matter
we're
what the
casting
book is.
Circle of Power.
Yeah, it would just be
But it's like-
Gerald.
But it's like it's Gerald reading the audiobook, but like in between the words, he just adds like some murders
Every
or ramblings
spell would
that
take
just
like a
aren't
minute to
written there.
cast.
They're
Yeah.
not
He
just
even written there.
He makes every spell a ritual cast. It's like they're trying. It's like, oh, finally, I'm gonna battle with this.
I miss Barry.
We might
Yeah,
find-
as the next day comes, and I believe it's Rhino time again.
Do I need to roll again or no?
No, this will kind of apply for your journey.
Okay.
Same with Shivers. This is kind of how it's going.
Okay. Rhino time. I use 3/3 level spells.
I
Yep.
don't suppose any of you know anybody in Lysdale, do you?
You know, we could go longer if I used my 4th level on it.
I desperately need to be a creature someday. We need to every night do this. But no, dude, I was having a funny thought earlier that I just forgot and re-remembered. If there were people spying on our camp, they'd be like, look, ambush these idiots at night because they are turning themselves into creatures every single night and just fucking
They blew
around like
themselves up last night.
exactly like any random night they could just be a half elf like all of them.
Your best chance is just wait until they create their own disaster.
Yeah, they literally burn all their spells at night just shooting shit into the air like fireworks. They're just fucking wild
Wait until
men.
they
They're like,
create-
listen, you're not gonna be able to beat them otherwise. It's a lot riskier at night because they might explode.
Yeah.
But they will also be hurt by the explosion because they
Mhm.
don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They're
Anybody?
at least 120 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Random ad lib.
Yeah, do you want to add an extra hour of rhino time?
It's probably worth it, honestly.
I think that turning ourselves into animals is more important.
Okay. So you have a bit of rhino time. You run the train for a while, and it kind of another day essentially passes. Shivers a bit more frustrated. What did you roll on it?
Dude. Terrible.
Let's see, a 10. All right, you got a 10. So I'm gonna give you. Roll me a d20. We're just looking to see if you get an 11.
We're
fishing for
we're
11.
fishing.
What happens if he rolls an 11 and then uses inspiration to get off of it? Does it still
That's
count?
more
Oh
like
no!
me.
What happens if he rolls inspiration is it gives him another chance to roll an 11.
Yeah, but if he rolls 11 and then inspires off of it, does the first one count?
We know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shivers, you definitely feel better than the day it happened, but you're like trying to mess with this. You definitely feel like trying to add raw power to the situation isn't necessarily
Yeah.
helping it.
I have keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna say with what you're doing, and it kind of feels like when you're doing the second day, you're getting pretty close to Lifestyle at this point, and you kind of, when you get this pushback, you kind of get this idea that it is pushing back a bit, and it could be stirring a bee's nest in a way.
Yeah. Gravy. So what I would like to try is, because of course, honestly, my keel does not believe that I can fuck with this 11, but Shivers is very concerned about the 11 knowing everything that he knows. So
yeah,
he is going to try something different. I am going to. Is it nighttime?
Yeah, well, it's like everything's kind of stopped for the.
We did the rhino time
day, and you had rhino time, and Bali is like,
okay.
Like, who wants to be an animal?
Well, yeah, tonight it won't be me. I will be praying a little bit in a different way. I'm going to be beseeching the Mekalesh. And I'm going to be attempting to use my patron's leverage to see if he can do anything here. He or she.
Interesting.
She.
She.
Yeah. I want you to hold that.
Yep. Just giving you time to stew on that.
We'll get that at an opportune time.
Perfect.
As Bali. Shivers kind of sits this one out. He's doing Shivers stuff. Oh, what's a quiet animal?
I think there's dogs that can't bark, right?
Turtles are quiet.
They're
They're slow like he be.
Kind of already
I
sounds
am
What do you
turtle.
want to be?
I am requesting, Tundra is saying you lose yourself. If this is an intelligence-based thing, I'd like something where I can keep as much of my mind as possible.
A snail.
Maybe we could do like a raven or something, like a smart animal.
Right.
Well, like a donkey, you know?
Aye.
No reason.
He is an ass.
Yeah.
I am quite astounding, aren't I?
All right, Raven, sound good?
A raven. Hmm.
Like a duck.
I'm gonna
I
try to turn him
suppose.
into a raven with a really huge dick.
Birds don't have tails.
no, but like this. You'll just do what he says.
He incorporates a feat of
Let's
magic
see.
into it.
Exactly.
All right. As you cast this spell on Gerald, I want you to roll me a d20.
It's so funny. Oh my god. Fucking crying over here, man.
This is why we didn't do quadruple rhino time, so we could have this.
Dude, can you imagine? I'd be dragging.
All right. All right, because you got a 17. As ratio wise, as you see Gerald, he turns into this bird with one limp arm and roll a d12. It's ratio, remember. It's not gonna be like a foot tall bird with a foot long.
Dude, he has a very real chance. There's a very real chance. This is the most important role of the campaign.
As, you know what? Because it's fantasy. Gerald becomes this crow, still one limp wing. But damn, is it a very real what? Raven. With it's very endowed for a bird.
Dude, I'm just imagining like fleshy testicles and like a human penis just hanging off of it.
I also would like to add, it seems that Gerald has quite the intense and powerful ability to bald. Does that also transfer through like the top of my raven head?
I'll let you roll a d20 for that. You can have bird hair, but your arm's dead,
Crap.
so you can't fly.
Even if you could fly, you can't
Who do you,
carry.
yeah.
You can't fly, but yeah, you cast this spell, Bali, and you hear like you look at Gerald and you hear like this, "Arr!" And then you hear like another, "Arr! Arr!" And you like look in the trees and there are a lot of ravens eyeing Gerald.
I bet they are.
We're gonna guys speak with animals.
Dude.
Have I
Ladies,
lost? Have I
takers.
mentally lost myself like as much as Tundra did when he was polymorphed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But you're smarter than he was.
True. Mad true.
All right, this is where
So do I just
you're gonna
not
speak with
have
animals.
much control here? Because honestly, part of me was hoping I'd be able to like cast a spell that didn't have like a bunch of requirements to cast it. Thought that'd go crazy.
I got a wand.
Can't. It says you specifically that you can't do that, and also,
Oh, does it say that? Rip.
you know, your gear is like part of your new form, so you can't even benefit from equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
You just
Damn,
are
this
Raven.
is
Yeah.
this is the first time I'll use AI during a game. See what ravens would catcall to others. So you hear things like check out that glossy plumage. Want to share some roadkill, handsome?
Wow. Yep.
You croak better than the other. Yeah, it's a lot of birds very interested in the Gerald who you like. It's a lot for Raven Gerald. There's, in a way, it's like a book signing.
Except it's very sexually charged.
Yeah, like a book.
You're gonna be like, wow,
Yeah,
you
like a book signing.
you are very popular. You're popular tonight.
As Shivers, roll me a religion check.
Dude, how can I be serious after what just happened? How can I be serious at all?
The paper man watching our adventure.
Dude, yeah, exactly. The paper man was watching this shit. He would be fucking rolling over in his book that he fucking.
Dude, all I'm saying is Janish has probably seen all of this.
Dude.
He had the whole prophecy mapped out. He would have seen this.
No wonder he let us kill him. He was like, these fuckers are just gonna be transforming each other every night. Let them go. Anyway, what do you want me to do?
Roll me a religion.
It's like, you succumb to the darkness. The polymorph darkness.
Come on, Chip.
He's got a 9-inch corkscrew painted.
As all these ravens are calling, and there's kind of this darkness. As you try and like call on it, it kind of reaches in two. And first, you know what? We'll upgrade you. We'll give you a D12. Make it more likely to roll an 11. Roll me a D12.
This is not what I would refer to as an upgrade.
It's an upgrade to me.
I will roll.
God,
As
dude. No.
you try and invoke the power of the darkness on this.
Fuck.
As you
I mean-
start,
It works.
as this ink starts bleeding from you again, like the darkness goes in and there's kind of this, it almost just like feeds this power that's there as you see the ink there. And then outside, these crows are going, "Rah, rah." They all go, "Rah." Ugh.
Oh God.
As like some of them laugh as you watch the feathers just fall off of them outside, and this skeleton of them just falls to the ground. And you watch that happen again and again. The ravens kind of start to fly away. Some of them, like most of this big like flock gets away, but you see some of them just fall out of the sky as like feathers fall off and there's nothing, just bleached bone.
This is also on a trail for anyone following us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This is the problem with solving shit with dark magic. You can't fucking solve dark shit with dark magic.
I mean, honestly, how feasible is it to switch patrons to the paper man?
Dude.
Oh my God.
You shut your mouth.
A
I have
Bali
to drop a
was this
party
close.
member first.
How obvious is everything that's happening with Shivers right now?
Jesus.
Shivers, how obvious is it?
How invested
Is
are you in the Raven situation?
Well, I can't tell if like the ravens are
Yeah, it's like
actually dying
really.
and shit, or if he's imagining that. Like, are the
It's like-
ravens falling out?
Oh
of the
yeah,
sky?
they are falling out of the sky and off the
Physically.
trees, and this is something that Shivers doesn't see because he's like in his own world.
Yeah.
This is something that all of you see, and it's just like this like funny moment with Gerald attracting all these birds kind of ends in this very creepy way.
Would you?
And that
Omen.
the laughter easily recognizable.
So you 100%.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right, that's gonna put me on alert. I want to.
Scary when I could speak to them and they're all like, they're like, ah.
Yeah, no, it like the ones the feathers fall off, they like laugh a bit and they go silent. And some of these ones that like fly away, it's basically like the vertical, like fuck, like
Yeah,
What'd you
I'm
do,
going
Molly?
to channel divinity, and because I'm
It wasn't me.
Paperman Laugh's gonna put me on alert, and I'm gonna look at Shivers because of his Paperman marking. And
yeah. Shivers, are you in the train
Yes.
right now, or are you just kind of out on your own?
Yeah, I imagined that I was out on my own, like 30, 40 feet from the train, just kind of staring at the stars.
Yeah, is he just laying in the grass somewhere? Like,
I was standing.
You kind of like see him, and he's like more stuck than before, but he's just. You just see like again like this ink just like dripping out of him.
all right, I want to do some channel divinity, just in case it helps. At least me and him to do this.
That's
Watcher's will.
oh yeah.
And I was thinking maybe I would get out the cosmos void aspect. And if he he's not responding. So I want to join our souls.
Jesus.
Gee.
It just once a day we can share senses with a willing
Oh.
creature for the next hour. So I want to see what he sees
Oh God.
and hear what he hears.
You're gonna
Yeah,
go crazy
as
I have to
as Cosmos turns like this red, like this magic, especially from the void, is always going to be red. As Shivers like eyes like that you see through are red, and this is see and hear for him.
right.
Hearing what he hears, like I imagine like you hear like at first, and we'll let Shivers hear this too, kind of in his own world, is this you can kind of hear like his patron, but it's kind of like at the time you cast this, essentially it's fading. As
Oh my god.
instead there is this voice, and I will just give you one short lines. You will make the world suffer. As it kind of like fades away, and it's just like this quick little thing as it kind of fades. This ink kind of slows down again. as Shivers. This sucks. This feels like it sucks. It was worse than the last time.
Oh man. That is going to obviously put me into a state of disarray. Shivers is going to be unresponsive and incoherent for a moment, and you see that it's almost like he doesn't even have full control of the powers that he's been granted, as little bits of shadow and shade and darkness are kind of like spilling out from his suit, and you never will normally see that, almost like he is just not fully present and taking care of the energy in his self.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. What do I, just from senses and stuff, what do I get from seeing and hearing from Shivers at this point?
Yeah, after this fades, like, you're not hearing anything else. You're kind of seeing what he's seeing, which I imagine is probably just
Yeah,
a
me. Yeah.
POV, you or the ground in front of him kind of deal. And anything else is definitely in his head. Like, there's no more of this, like, weight on him, essentially.
Well, yeah, question.
Not physically.
Does
Yeah,
he
what
have?
is he-
Does he like legit have? I mean, I'm trying to think of it. The only reason I even ask is just as like he's kind of like a spiritual being, right? So him seeing, wouldn't what he visualizes in his head just kind of be what you would see? Because it's not like he's got eyeballs, right?
It's weird though, because I don't
so
have ears either.
It's kind of like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's
in
like
this
a
way,
virtual world in your head. So what he sees you seeing might be actually what you're seeing, right?
We're all part of the simulation, man.
Right. It's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
it kind of
and
is like a simulation, right?
what I'm saying in this way is that it's like I said, it's not there anymore. Like, the things he heard were essentially in his head. Now it's just him mentally.
Yeah.
Like, he's in his own head.
Yeah. And I will tell Marcus that he can hear Shivers thinking to himself, I've been compromised. It's gotten me. I can't be rid of it. Not on my own.
Good thing you have a tank.
Yeah.
Is he okay, Marcus?
And by the way, Shivers, when he does this, you can also, like, see through his eyes.
Oh, sick.
So this is two-way street.
That's super cool, because then I can see him looking at me in this weird, like, kind of globe universe in my head. There be Marcus. He cares about me, even though he shouldn't. I want to protect him, but I don't know if I can.
We can't always protect those we care about. That's true. But it's still worth the effort.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
That kind of snaps Shivers out of his little fog, and I would say that like the image of you looking at him and his own vision kind of merge in his head, and he kind of snaps out of it. And when he walks back to the camp with everybody, it's almost like somebody was sick, left camp, threw up ink, and came back, because he's just covered in it. But he looks really sad and like depressed about what he went and did. Like he looks like he went and threw up all over himself. And so I just kind of limp past Marcus, and I don't know if it can be stopped, but we've got to try, because it's always worth it.
Oh yes, going against the paper man is always worth it.
Yeah, Shivers is in kind of denial that he can be saved in this moment, actually.
Captain, maybe it will cheer you up. Look at him. He's a crow. Or a raven.
Oh,
They made him a bird.
oh.
Why did all those ravens die, Tundra?
I don't know. I don't know what you did.
It was the paper man.
Where?
Oh.
Did you not like what I did?
I think it's
Was it against nature?
Oh no.
You should never give.
Reason?
that is debatable for sure.
Yeah. And the fact that that's where your mind immediately jumps to.
Did I break some kind of rule?
Exactly. The dick is too big.
How did it? Hey, how did it feel?
Oh.
The bird.
I concentrate.
Yeah, like most of him gets bigger again, except for one bit. As you are Gerald again.
Oh, that was disappointing. I didn't really have as much sense of self as I thought I would.
I know it probably felt different for sure.
I was really hoping I'd be able to cast a haste spell in that form, if anything, or at least feel my arm again, or I suppose it would have been my wing.
I'm just glad you didn't turn to bone.
That is a good thing.
Maybe a snake next time.
What would that be like?
How would that work? Because I suppose I wouldn't feel my arms anyways, because I would.
Oh, snakes don't have arms.
Maybe a lot of
Exactly.
drag.
That'd be
you're right.
perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like you wouldn't be able to move very good.
He'd be an old snake.
Half of your belly muscles just don't
In the
work.
snow.
You're like just like limp noodling around, spazzing
How well
out.
do snakes do with the snow?
You'd have to be a snake that moves on its back or something. Tomorrow.
So you always feel like that when you wild shape. When
No,
you
I can think for
transform.
myself.
Well, why can't we? You said it was gonna be like you.
I guess not.
That's so hilarious. That's
I guess not.
that was the best line ever, dude. Dude.
It's not an exact science, Gerald. I don't know how it works.
I get it.
I never claimed to be a good druid.
Hi, Gerald. That should be something you can figure out with your spell book.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, we all need to pioneer in knowledge in our own ways, right? I mean, you're doing good work there.
Yeah.
I'm proud
you happy?
student of Syzygy.
Were you happy with your form?
I can't really remember much of it.
Is there anything that sticks out
Mhm.
at you?
I felt a need to call out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm not quite sure why, but there's something it felt very flattering.
I'll say.
You were popular.
Like I was being admired a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're...
A feeling I'm familiar with.
Is Shiver still outside?
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah,
Is he still bleeding out of his chest?
no.
No, like it kind of like before. It's just kind of like leftover drips.
Are you doing all right?
Oh, we've got a confession to make. After I had me first accident, I asked Marcus if he could remember, but it pained him. And I thought, Marcus is already so burdened that I'll take this burden myself. So I started working, using me magic. First me own, then more of what I borrow. But I tampered with it. Tried to remove it from myself. It went rather poorly, and, well, I had a bit of an episode.
Is this just like when you try to remove your water in Verifton?
A bit. It did not cause me as much damage, but Gerald, I might be going away soon. I
What do you
don't.
mean?
The paper man, he can take you over. He can possess ye. He can corrupt ye. And if I be corrupted, I don't want to subject ye all to it. It'll be a last resort, and I'll fight to the end, but...
He could pick any of us. Why you? You're vulnerable.
It could be. Me wounds from him seem to be a connection. A connection to him.
A curse.
So,
I can feel him laughing inside of them, cackling away.
you act like we can't overcome the paper man.
Oh, we're going to try. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just leveling it with you. I've seen what he can do, and I know me limits. I don't think it can be stopped.
Well, it shivers. I mean, I'm sure I don't really need to remind you, but you have more than just your limits. You have the think tank's limits.
And that's why we're getting the star. You stopped the paper man.
We did. That we did. And we only be getting stronger.
And if anything, we gave the paperman false hope.
Can I roll to see if he inspires me?
He'll easily underestimate
totally roll.
us now.
What did you say, Gerald?
Don't roll.
He underestimates us.
Yeah, he can easily underestimate us. Because we give him false hope that like he can defeat us like before.
I'm going to give myself disadvantage because of everything that has just happened.
Roll a d10.
Can I use my inspiration to cancel his
to cancel my
to
disadvantage?
be inspired?
To
Do 211.
de-inspire me?
Dual 11s.
Dude, what are you bringing
No, for
upon
the,
us?
for disadvantage, for advantage or disadvantage, I am just gonna take the one roll, just because that'd be too much.
One roll.
I want to use my inspiration to help inspire you.
Yep, and it's canceling out my disadvantage.
Alright.
Hell yeah, that's sick. Thank you.
I'm fine with that.
Boom. Oh, it wanted it. It was on the cusp. Yeah, I just
Almost
rolled a
went to
straight
11
d20.
again.
It really did. It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much did a luck roll. You bring up good points, Gerald. We've conquered many a foe. But there be a reason why Marcus couldn't recall. There be a reason why this darkness is different than everything that I've known for so long. This be a power. Something hard to fathom.
No, we don't need to fathom it.
Just need to fuck it up. That's the true tank way.
Exactly.
We got to survive.
Shivers is rarely the
You're right.
pessimist, but he's just been vomiting ink.
You're right,
Oh, as long
Captain.
as
This
we
ain't. This isn't a battle we face head on right now.
And if nothing else, do you really not think when you restore the Mekalesh's power that it won't be able to overcome the Paper Man?
Also, take over the world in darkness.
Well, they get there and they get there.
No.
Oh.
No.
What's so bad about that?
He's got a good point, though. I mean, with
Hasn't the
magical
darkness been good to you? Has it not been better than Diel?
It does bring up a question, though. I mean, would magical darkness help us in the fight against Paperman? Because this moon essence might not work.
There was definitely,
About
yeah,
the next time
something.
we fight him.
Agreed.
Hmm.
We'll find every last weakness that being has and exploit it to the fullest.
Why ink though? I mean,
It's like paper. You know?
Because he's paper. Right?
He's got a
You-
point.
you do know how to write, don't you?
that's the best we got.
Maybe there's just. I'm just thinking about it. Maybe. Just because we don't know how to deal with this doesn't mean that someone else doesn't.
Exactly.
Like maybe the next town or the next town after that knows what to do.
It just
Yeah, I mean-
feels like it's taken so much rhino time to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, a word around realization is that we're going to be meeting a master enchanter as well.
Exactly.
Who knows what they could offer?
What do we always say?
This could be
What
anything.
happens?
You got
Where's
it.
the
You
ball?
got it. Deliver it.
What happens when the first snake wagon fails? You send a second.
Send a second steak wagon
I
all
didn't
together. Yeah.
Oh, we did
We
say
add
that a lot.
more snakes.
we did, yeah.
What if we had the dog?
And now we can be the snakes. Well, you can be the snakes. I have to be the wagon.
Yeah, sadly the train's
Right.
always the wagon.
we get another wagon,
Dude,
and I be the
polymorph
snake
into
in the
a
wagon.
Giant snake.
We did talk about
I tried
polymorph
so
in the
hard to
train.
believe that.
Yeah.
He'll never expect 2 wagons.
Just love how ready the train is to just charge into death all the time. Filled with snakes.
We'll unpolymorph you, and you'll shoot him with your cannon.
Ooh.
This
Oh, and
I'm
if I be a
liking this-
better vessel, it could be a whole line of cannons.
I'm liking this polymorph sneak attack angle. It's working for me.
We are gonna fuck a villain up with our polymorph shenanigans. I swear. We're gonna practice polymorph until it becomes scary, and we polymorph some crazy shit on their ass, and it's gonna be like turning the throne into that monster that I did in. That was funny.
What I'm trying to say is we can. Maybe there's another option, you know? Maybe there's a second wagon.
Hey.
Sanctus be a big city. Maybe we'll find someone there.
Average also. We're saving everything, so
Yeah,
I have a
exactly.
feeling
Yeah.
a lot is gonna happen in Sanctus.
No joke. Yeah, it's been the big talking point.
Get some should I? We have a lifestyle to get to in the morning.
In the morning, as in, we'll be there.
Have you not seen the signs? We're getting close.
A sign, 3 rhino pulls that way.
Mm-hmm.
As you rest for the night, as Bali, I'm gonna give you a decision to make. You can either do 2 rhino times or 1 rhino time and 2 third level spell slots.
I'll do 2 rhino times. That's fine.
Sounds good. As the next day comes, Bali, you're ready to take on the world. Shivers maybe a little less so. Gerald still worked on his spell a little bit. Kind of now he can have the book, like, it can do like a couple flips. It went, I was like,
Get in there, boys.
it's more than just like a one moment thing. But you'll definitely need a bit more.
Mhm.
As Bali, you take the group the rest of the way to this town. As you reach kind of the road kind of curves up, kind of one of those 3-way points, and Lysdale is kind of towards these mountains. As just in this kind of contained area, not so harsh and bright like the other places you've been, but it is sunny here. It is bright. It is kind of like this hole in the sky. As well, I guess we can change up the music for the last couple minutes. As you come across this town, you kind of, most of it is up on this hill, but you see kind of where you come up, there's this like hill that kind of starts. And there are a lot of these like very tan-skinned, like buff people. They're all wheeling around carts full of this raw ore. They all have this kind of like golden hair. And Marcus, you would recognize them as Aasimar. The first you've seen in a long time. As you pull up, there is this woman who stands kind of at the ready in a way. She just has this like big pickaxe that she has both of her arms on. Halt! You be at Lysdale? Have you come to work in the name of Diel? Have you come with a shipment? Or something other? I've not seen you here before.
We're hoping for some repairs.
She looks at the card. Just repairs?
For now.
I'm hiding.
My name is Bakala. If you want work, you will be asked to work. As she looks at the kind of these two guys walking by, grab Aramis.
Are we able
They're
to work
outsiders.
Are we able to work at things we're good at?
If you're good at mining,
We don't work. We're business owners now.
Is that the only work?
Diel does not recognize business owners in these parts. And she kind of looks up. Except for the Dawnstone and their holy works.
We also heard there might be issues with thieves in the area.
I heard that.
Yes, there's been a thief plaguing our town, stealing shipments. Perhaps Aramis will speak to you about it. We have not been able to catch him, but you... And she looks at the four of you. Perhaps Diel brings you to us for a different service.
Oh.
As this guy comes back, and you see this older Aasimar. He wears this... He's even older than Gerald.
Oh no!
But he, unlike Gerald, walks tall and strong as this old man.
Dude,
wears...
you're such a punching bag, dude. I'm so sorry.
He is a punching bag.
all I'm saying is my strength changed to 0 with this lycanthropy.
Oh no, it's back to -1 when you're around Marcus for so long.
Damn it, no.
As he has this spear and shield on his back, like this large shield. Both very nice. He wears this plate armor. Like he is geared to the nines, but he also kind of slung over a shoulder has this odd device. Like almost this small, kind of box with this collection of gears and stuff on it. And you see on the front there's this crystal pointed with these little attenuating things around it. Like some kind of weird weapon. Except I think... Actually, can... Any two of you roll me an Arcana.
It should not be me.
I still have inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Ooh, I don't even need it.
Oh.
Gerald, do you want to roll or?
I will.
There you go.
Oh.
So I'll finish the little description. There are also all of these scrolls with like celestial written on them. This language that Marcus you remember, but because you're not a Dial guy anymore, we're taking that away from you because you didn't have it in the first place.
Sure.
But you do recognize that's this kind of script. It almost has like scripture like hanging, like essentially like stamped to this. Gerald, you instantly recognize this as a Kabakan device. This old relic. Whereas Bali, you see it, and you do not just see a relic, but you see a weapon. And with the size and heft of it, a pretty, probably not a good one. As he walks up, and beside him, speaking of Kabakan, there are these two Warforged. These constructs that look just like Zell.
Man.
But instead of this like silver sheen and this orange light inside, they are this like darker gray iron. And you see they have these glass tubes that run along like their surface, and through them flows what looks to be blood. And they walk forth with these halberds that have these large kind of triangular edges. As he walks forward, and he does not like, even though he is an old dude, he does not look slowed. My name is Aramis. Welcome to Lysdale. I hope you will serve. And that is where we'll call it for the night.
Dude,
Brother,
this
welcoming
place,
party.
this place is
Oh,
hardcore,
yeah.
and we're staying in Little Griddle?
No. We're running Little Griddle. Okay.
Little Griddle,
think-
we just have people that hate us for killing the Graknark and the drug addict that attacks our carriage.
And a Dial worshipping orc.
Yeah.
By the time we're done
Now
with it,
she,
though, it'll
now
just be
she,
griddle.
now she worships Dial. I imagine she actually didn't before she made it to this town. Actually, is now what I'm thinking.
and
Yeah,
and
for
they
real.
converted her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
dude.
little bit of what I'm thinking.
Put her to work.
That's why this Aramis guy. Yeah,
I think.
put them in the
let me see
mines
if I can
until they
br-
pray, right?
Yeah.
You know, if these guys are very
I like.
religious, very zealous,
There, I
I've
can
been
show you
able
that.
to convert people to the pickle cult before.
Oh
You
my
have-
god. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. I really do have to go start a grill. Well, have
Alright.
fun, y'all.
Peace,
Good
dude.
job.
GG's,
Yep,
boys.
that was fun.
It's been an honor.
Love you
Nice
all.
dick.
Yeah, good
Nice
job on the
dude.
11s.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Maybe roll some more 11s in the
It
future.
finally happened, and I got you twice in a night.
Dude, we got so many 11s this session.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
something's got to
Yeah,
happen
no.
at 11 11s in one session. Even
Well,
if
you
they're
gotta
not all
count it.
shivers.
You gotta count
11
the
11s has a session. I mean, maybe if
We
I
might have.
do like an 8-hour session or something.
We got pretty close.
Yeah, we got like
We
5
got
or
up to,
something.
like 6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe that's some long
I was
ones.
about it, dude. We got so close. I looked at the calendar. If, in case the Paperman stuff wasn't wrapped up by this year, 11/11, like November 11th, is Tuesday and not a Monday. It was close.
Ooh.
We could almost have been playing.
Imagine it was planned from the start.
Yeah. Alright, guys, it was fun. Have a super good night.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you
boys.
have a good night.